How you guys doing? Trying to get this out of the way as quick as possible. Um, yes, I was actually looking at La Palma, kind of look at the quakes again. Yellowstone got some quakes today, which is, I've been seeing quake for Yellowstone recently. So for the past week, Yellowstone been getting a lot of quakes, and it's not surprising. Um, so far. La Palma is still doing what La Palma does, and wow, today they had wow. I mean, they had a couple fours. They had a 4.8. Ooh, wow. I mean, my ears rang when I saw these numbers. Oh man, guys, I can't count them, but rough estimate for what I've seen, close to 40 huge quakes. So yeah, that's basically what's going on at La Palma. It's getting worse in La Palma. I do believe another eruption is coming. It's going to be north part of that island. That island is it's going to be nothing. It's going to fall apart. It's just where I'm seeing that going. So still watching it, still not looking pretty. It is getting worse. I watched a couple eruption like an hour ago. I was on the live feed watching the eruptions, and it's getting worse. I got a couple clips from there today too, and it is getting worse. There's no stopping this thing. Steam, actually, there's a lot more steam coming out of the ground now. So, and I know that was gonna happen, but that's where it's at. It's just it is what it is. We just have to accept what's going on. Can't ignore the fact that our world is changing, and it's changing fast. And I think the quicker you accept that, the better it is. You can't ignore it. Anyway, I was talking yesterday. I got an email. I was explaining about the stuff you need to have in your bag, and I have a few people send some message, and some get it, some don't. As I said, guys, for people that live in the urban areas, the cities, they're gonna come a point where you gotta bug out. You're gonna have a bug out bag, something that you have to have packed at all times. You're gonna have 3 sets of clothing in it. Each segment of your clothing, you need to have 3 different outfits. For wet, you need wet, dry, and hot. For your hot clothing, you need 3 sets of that. Wet, 3 sets. Cold, 3 sets. And you gotta have earth colors, guys. I said this before. So I do a lot of this, and I explained a lot of this before when I first started doing my video, but as a few people weren't following my channel or my pages back then. So I keep repeating this information, but it's very vital that you know about this. You're gonna also need a map. All right, a topography map. I hope I pronounced that word right. A topography map is the map they normally use in the military. You're also gonna need a compass. Not any compass. You're gonna want to buy a military compass. You also want to have a magnesium starter kit. All right, a magnesium starter kit, you get it at Walmart, is something that give you fire. You can actually create fire with it. All right, guys, you actually have to get information on how to purify water. One of the best way to do it is by boiling the water, guys. One of the best way to purify water. So your bug out bag have to have some form of small pot where you can use to purify water by boiling it. And also you're going to need a magnesium starter kit. You're going to need something to start the fire with, to spark the fire. So that's where the magnesium starter kit comes into play. You get that at Walmart. All right, guys. You're also going to have ropes. You're going to need ropes, canned food. These are the stuff you're going to really have in your bug out. You don't have to have canned food in your bug out bag then, but clothing have to be in the bug out bag. Compass, you gotta know how to use a compass, know everything about a compass. Keep it in your bug out bag, your magnesium starter kit. blanket, whatever you want, something you can sleep on that you're comfortable with, because you're not gonna have your bed. There's gonna come a time, guys, when if especially if you're in the urban area, when it's time to bug out. When you do bug out, you're not going back to that location ever again in your life, because once everything, when that happens, you'll get it. You'll understand what I'm trying to say. All right. No, what I'm giving you this information so you guys can be prepared. As I said before, I've done a couple of videos on this, and now every time I do this type of video, I always get an email from somebody like, "Hey, could you explain that a little bit more?" But and it's okay, I get it. As I said, the bug out bag is something that you're gonna just grab and go. So it's not something you have to pack all your stuff in. It's just you gotta have the necessities. These are the necessities you're gonna need. So yeah. And a compass too, as I was saying to you before. Get a military compass, a map. You also want to get on Google and get on Google Map and kind of have an idea of your surrounding area, where major landmarks are, and you kind of have an idea. You kind of have to have an idea, map out an idea, and if you decide to get out of where you're at, how you're going to get out. Keep in mind, you only want to travel at night. Chances are you don't want to use a call, anything to alert people, so you probably want to do it by on your legs, by walking. Yeah, best way to do it, actually. So you don't want to do it by yourself, anywhere between 2 to 6 people. 6, don't go over 6, and when you walk at night, you have to space yourself 6 feet apart. You don't want to walk in groups. You want to sleep during the daytime. You only sleep at high ground. All right, guys. You don't want to sleep in the open, any form. You just have to be at high ground, so whenever someone's coming towards you, can see them before they see you. That's the important thing about that. That's really that's actually from the military right there. Anyway, so these are the things you got to do. All right. As I said, this information doesn't really make sense now to a lot of people, but one day will come when this information is going to be extremely vital. You want to buy books, guys. I post a picture of a book about seeds. I got it on eBay. You can also get this book at Barnes and Nobles. It's a little bit under $10. It's the best $10 you're ever going to spend. Get books geared towards that, farming and stuff like that. Books on how to be self-sufficient. How to live off the land, basically. These are the information you want to get your hands on. And I said books, guys, because chances are they're not going to be in electricity. All right, what do you think it was? When I think that piece of land will slide off? James, I have no clue at this point, but at this point it doesn't look pretty. Do I think it will slide off? Absolutely. But when I think it's going to slide off, I have no clue, but I'm still watching it. As I said before, I'm just as new to this as you, because I've never seen anything like this before. I've watched a lot of volcanoes over the past years, and I've never seen anything like this. So yeah, I'm kind of familiar with volcanoes and how they operate, but this one is in a whole new ball game. It's just a whole new ball game. So we're learning as we go along. I'm learning just like you, James. But at this point, I have no clue, man. But I'm still watching it. Do I think it's going to fall off? Absolutely. And I'm not going to hide that. If I say anything otherwise, I'll be lying. I do think that. And it's a very high possibility. Very, very, very high. When? I have no clue. And I hope and pray that when it does happen, I'm completely out of the way of it. So, it is what it is. I just have to plan my day, plan accordingly. I have the data, I have the information. I just have to plan accordingly, So, and that's where we're at. The best thing we can do is share as much information with each other as possible, because if you think you're going to get this information in the media, you're sadly mistaken. You're not going to get anything in the media about this. So don't look for this in the media. It's not going to happen. All right, guys? Stop that. So the quakes there, as I said, they had around close to 40. They had like a 4.8. Quakes are huge, guys. They're getting really big there. And as I said, I'm not surprised. All right. Yes. Yeah. They 4.8. Yeah. There was a big quake there. 5.2, and they downgraded to a 4.8. What it is, guys, I do believe by downgrading it is because they don't want you guys to worry too much. I do believe these quakes are a lot bigger than what they're actually showing on these GS, you know, the whatever, that website. I can't think of it right now. But anyway, I do believe, and I know they're known for that. They're known to downgrade these quakes. And part of that reason is so that, you know, people don't catch on to this. We obviously, you guys are on my page because you guys are fully aware of this, but we are the exception to this. You know, there's exceptions to the rules. There's always a glitch in the system. We are the glitches, guys. We are aware of it. We know what's going on. But the majority, if you go out, come on, if you guys go out on a regular basis and go to the store or go anywhere, do you hear anyone talking about it? Oh wait, do you hear anyone talking about this? Do you guys hear anyone talking about this? No. It's very rare you find people aware of this information. Extremely rare. It's like finding a needle in a haystack when you meet people that are actually aware of this. And, you know, we just happen to be the lucky ones. So we have to plan accordingly. All right, guys, it's going to come a time very, very soon. I do believe we have seven more years. I give it 7 more years before everything just fall to pieces. So during that time, you know, you just be grateful. Take each day as it comes. Don't take it for granted, you know. And as we go forward, it's not going to get better when it comes to the seismic activity, the volcano eruption. It's not going to get better, guys. I'm not going to lie to you folks. It's going to get worse. It will. This is nothing. What you're seeing now, even though it looks scary, this is just the beginning of what is coming. All right? Yep, you're right. The USGS doesn't even say anything about La Palma. Yeah, you're right. They don't even record La Palma, guys. The USGS don't even barely put any information on La Palma earthquakes. They barely say anything about it. This week, Yellowstone be tripping with quakes, and they don't say nothing about that either. They're hiding a lot of their data from you guys. You know, I know where to go to find them, and I have people that provide me with them, but they're hiding a lot of information from the public. And I see why. They don't want to wake the sheeps, man. You got to keep the sheep. You got to keep the sheep distracted. Keep them sleeping. And that's part of it. It's part of propaganda, you know. And that's the world we live in, and we just have to accept that. All right, guys. We're lucky. We're the lucky ones here, folks. Keep that in mind. You know, we're the lucky ones because we are aware of this situation. I do not take this situation lightly. I'm very, very serious about it. I'm always on top of it. I'm always watching it. I'm always looking at it. I'm always staying aware of what's going on there, because I know for a fact once that piece of land slide off, the whole ball game change across the world, across the globe. It will change the way we live our life will be changed. Basically, this piece of land determine that the way we live our life now. It can change it by that thing sliding off in the water.